Okay, so what do you do if you have a child or children with an untreated, undiagnosed borderline or narcissist? How do you go no contact? What should you do about that situation? So, first and foremost, since I don't have any personal experience in this, you must talk to a lawyer today. Secondly, at the same time, talk to a therapist, a qualified therapist who has experience with these kinds of mental illnesses, borderline personality disorder, narcissistic personality disorder, and ask them what are your rights and what should you do. Now, let me give you my personal feelings about this. Again, I don't have any experience and I'm not obviously a lawyer or a therapist. Here's my personal feelings. You chose to have a child. That takes effort. These things don't happen by accident. Even if you had unprotected sex, that was a choice that you made. You're probably right now having a lot of feelings, and a large part of those feelings have to do with the abuse you suffered, and you're worried that your wife or your husband is going to be upset with you, and you're worried about them doing something extreme. And so you're wondering if you should even bring it up, if you should do anything. Some people stay in the relationship for the children. Again, I'm not an expert in this. That sounds like a very bad idea to me personally. If you want to leave, if you're being damaged, that child is being damaged also, more than likely. So you have to talk to a lawyer, find out what your rights are. I would say, since you are the one who doesn't have a mental illness, and since you are responsible for either choosing to have a child or allowing a child to come out of this relationship, then your first responsibility is to the health of that child. And it is your responsibility to take, you now don't have the right to sit and wallow in your codependence. What should I do? What is she going to say? I feel so bad. She's going to get upset. All of that guilt, since you're not, right now, for lack of a better word, you're not sane either, because you're wrapped up in your codependence. You need objective help, therapist and a lawyer, at the very least. Child Protective Services. I would get a hold of every resource available to you to get that child in a safe place. It's going to be traumatic for everybody. Of course, it's probably going to be traumatic for the child. But, avoiding the trauma doesn't mean that there isn't going to be any. You have to do your part. Since I don't have any experience, I can't tell you what that's like. But my feeling, again, is, when people come onto my channel, normally they say it's hard to go no contact, and I say, you have to go no contact. And then when they bring up the subject of children, then I get harsh with them and I say, listen, this isn't about you anymore. You chose to have a kid. This is about the kid. Do what you have to do. Put your fears aside, but you have to do it legally. And so I would say, before even leaving the relationship, those would be the first things that I did. I wouldn't pack up and leave and then go get help. I would stay and go get help and then ask, what should I do? I'm with somebody who's got a mental illness. They're abusive to me. I'm worried about the health of the child. And then work it out with a therapist and with a lawyer and perhaps with social services. But you're not qualified. If you've been with a borderline or a narcissist and you have a child, you've been with them for a long time, you are not qualified to know what the hell you're doing. You need legal and professional guidance. That is my strong suggestion if that is your situation. Best of luck.